As your English gets more advanced, you make less mistakes. Oops, fewer mistakes. See, you didn't even notice that, did you? Now you can understand me, so your English is pretty advanced. But I think you'd agree, there's still some room for improvement. Everybody knows the best way to improve is to make loads of mistakes. But it's no good just making mistakes all day long. You actually have to do something. If we want to keep improving, we have to be able to identify and fix our mistakes. But don't you find as you get more advanced that the mistakes become harder to identify and more difficult to fix? You question yourself, is this correct? And there's a lot of questionable advice out there. YouTube and TikTok English teachers, influencers teaching bad English. Like, don't say thank you, and don't say yes, and don't say very. We're going to talk about that. Now, I'm no Professor Dumbledore of English, but I've been doing this for a long time. I've spent a lot of hours listening to people try to speak English. So I think my mistake radar is pretty good. In this video, we'll fix the 4 most common mistakes that every advanced English learner makes. Here's the plan. I asked ChatGPT to give me the 4 mistakes and we're going to fix them together. We're going to mark the mistakes out of 5 on the Mr. D shocker scale. From 1, not a problem, to 5, absolute shocker. Then I'll share the secret of how to identify mistakes in your own English when you're practicing alone. Because if you can't identify the mistakes, then you can't fix them. Mistake 1, misusing conditionals. If I will see her, I will tell her. Yes, I agree, this is a very common mistake. Lots of confusion around conditionals. What's the person trying to say here? Clearly trying to talk about the future, but they've overdone it. Too many wills. The correct structure should be, if I see her, I will tell her. We'd usually contract that to I'll tell her. If I see her, I'll tell her. If they get there early, they'll have time to eat. If I finish my homework, I'll watch TV. This is called the first conditional. We use it to talk about likely or possible situations in the future. We have a condition and a result. If this condition happens, then this result will happen. Notice the difference with the second conditional, which we use to talk about unlikely or impossible hypothetical situations in the future. If I had $1 million, I'd buy you a house. And the third conditional used to talk about the past and imagine different scenarios that didn't happen. If I'd practiced my speaking skills more, I'd have passed the test. But I didn't practice, so I failed. Look, the conditionals are notoriously tricky to get right, even for advanced learners. A mistake like this, if I will see her, I will tell her, is easily made. But I can probably still tell what you're trying to communicate. If you can produce these conditionals accurately, it's a sign of advanced English. Mistakes here just have a smell of the intermediate about them. Definitely worth practicing and perfecting. It's 3 shocks on the scale. Mistake 2, overusing very instead of stronger words. The mistake, according to ChatGPT, is that movie was very good. It says it should be that movie was fantastic. There's a lot of this type of advice online. Don't say hello, don't say thank you, don't say very. The truth is, this is the way that native speakers speak most of the time. Not everything is glorious, marvelous, fantastic, spectacular. Most of the time, it's good, or really good, or very good. It's not basic English, it's just English. Okay, nice to have some other words up your sleeve, especially if you're going into a speaking exam or something like that, and there will be some situations where it's appropriate. But the implication from some of these teachers is that this high-level vocabulary is right, and normal words like good, nice, thank you are mistakes. This is not a mistake. It's a 1 on the scale. Can't have 0 because then I don't get to, ding the ding. Mistake 3, using the present perfect instead of the present perfect continuous. Boring. It's not boring. I've worked here since 5 years. I've been working here for 5 years. That's what ChatGPT says, but what do you think? Okay, the since is horrible. That's a basic error. But could we say, I've worked here for 5 years? Yeah, sounds good to me. So now they're both grammatically correct. I've worked here for 5 years. I've been working here for 5 years. So what's the difference? This is where it gets more advanced, more nuanced. I've worked here for 5 years. This is the present perfect, and it focuses on the completed duration of the work up until now. It could be used to imply that you're going to stop working there. I've worked here for 5 years, but I'm thinking of leaving. I've been working here for 5 years is the present perfect continuous, and it emphasizes the ongoing action. It implies that you're going to keep working there. It's also a bit more casual and will probably be used in most conversational situations, but both are grammatically correct. So apart from that since that we got rid of at the beginning, it's not really a mistake. 2 shocks. Mistake number 4, incorrect word order in embedded questions. Now that is advanced and we'll come on to it. Much more common and something we talk about a lot on this channel is just the general word order in questions and missing auxiliaries. You like this movie? No. Do you like this movie? I can go to the toilet? Can I go to the toilet? Please. But the embedded question mistake is more difficult. Something like this. Can you tell me where is the bank? Now it seems okay because the question structure is correct. Where is the bank? But that's not the question. The question is, can you tell me? And we can only have one question at a time. So the where is the bank is an embedded question. The correct structure, can you tell me where the bank is? Which is quite unusual to see, where we've got a question word, but then not a question structure after it. But it is correct. When you get it wrong, I can understand you, but it sounds bleh. So that's why it's a 4-shocker mistake. But remember, if you don't know you're making these mistakes, then you can't fix them. So if you're practicing English on your own, try this. Ask ChatGPT for a speaking prompt. It'll give you something like, describe a challenge you overcame. Record yourself talking for 2 minutes. One of the greatest challenges I've had to overcome is a lack of confidence with my English speaking skills. But I found once I subscribed to English with Mr. D, a lot of that anxiety went away and I just became much more fluent almost overnight. Play it back and transcribe your speech. Get a pen and paper and write down exactly what you said. You'll find loads of mistakes yourself. Just the fact of listening back with a bit more time, you'll realize, oh, that was wrong, and you'll be able to fix it on your own. So correct what you can and then put your text into ChatGPT and say, correct my mistakes. And it'll give you a little table like this. Pretty cool, with all your mistakes and what you should do to improve. I even got a pat on the back. Your original text was already quite clear, with only minor grammatical tweaks needed. If you're still here, let me know where in the world you're watching from, and why not subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Here's one for you to watch next.